come with me to do part of my track and field warm-up. I did not get the whole thing, but I got just enough. So I'm at practice right now. It's really loud because there's like some construction going on, but I'm the only one on the track right now. And normally when I get here, I like to do some stretching first because stretching is a really big part of like my training. So I like to stretch, and then I'm going to go into some drills, and I'm going to let y'all see a little bit of that while nobody's here so that y'all can get a glimpse of how practice normally goes for me. Success. Okay, so today we won't be doing the complete warm-up, but you're going to see a little bit of my static stretching routine and my dynamic stretching routine. So as you can see, I'm starting off with straddle stretch, which is my absolute favorite stretch. I could sit in this stretch forever, and I love it a lot. And I kind of sped it up just a little bit just for the sake of the video, but I normally sit in this for a while. And then I'm going straight into this stretch. I don't know what this stretch is called, but this stretch is really good for your hip flexors. And it's also really good for learning how to do the splits. So if you are eager in learning how to become more flexible and doing your right and left and even middle split, these are some really good stretches. So pay attention to that as well. But yeah, I'm stretching out my hamstring right here with my legs stretched out. The leg that's stretched out is definitely stretching my hamstring. And whenever it's bent, that's stretching my quad. And now I'm just going into a split, just working on my splits, working on my flexibility. I normally do that every practice just to make sure I'm stretching. And then I'm going to do it on the other side, make sure I'm able to do the exact same things on the other side. So I'm balanced on both legs. Again, stretching my quad and now my hamstring again. And kind of just alternating forward and backward, and then slowly slide into a split. That is the best way I've learned how to do it, and it works wonders. So definitely follow this method if you want to learn how to do the splits. But also if you just want to become more flexible for track and field, it is an amazing way to do it, and it helps out with your hip flexors so much. And then after that, I go into frog stretch. Frog stretch is also one of my favorite stretches. Also really good for hip flexors. And you'll notice that in a lot of these videos for track, I'm focusing on hip flexors more than anything else, because I feel like that really is like the biggest thing. Like hip flexors and abs is really like one of the biggest things to me. Now we're going to go straight into toe touch, and I'm going to do this on my right and left leg, not just the middle. And then we're going to slide into our middle split to work that hip flexor like I said. And we ended up falling because I am not all the way down in my middle split just yet, but that's okay. And now after all that, we're going to shake out our legs, because after that, my legs are, kind of feeling it. So I have to shake out my legs, do 5 rotations one way, 5 the opposite direction on both legs. So 10 each leg. And then I stretch out my back. This is really important. My back normally hurts right after this. And now I'm starting to get into the stretches where I'm moving a lot. So I get into some backwards eagle. And then I do normally 10 of those before I rotate to the other side. So now that we're finally done with our static stretching and we got our hip flexors loose, now we're about to start our dynamic stretching, which is the most important part before I start running or I start a practice of any kind. I have to do my dynamic stretching and get my body warmed up completely. So we're going to start with some toe walks, and then on the way back, we're going to start doing some A-skips. Really important, showing your body what to do and how to do it. Now right here, I believe I took a break to move around my hip flexors one more time, because I feel like as the warm-up goes on, sometimes it can start to get tight, and I want to avoid that as much as possible. So yeah, I had to do that before finishing my A-skips. And now right here, I'm doing some butt kicks, obviously. And fun fact about me, while I'm doing all this hopping and skipping, 10 times out of 10, for warm up for practice or warm up for a meet, I'm listening to R&B. A lot of people think that I'm listening to the most hardcore rap music ever, and sometimes I do, but 9 times out of 10, I'm listening to my R&B playlist. And I just feel like, I don't know if there's a psychological study behind this, but I feel like this just calms me down like when I'm super nervous. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should look that up and see if there's a study behind that, but that works wonders for me. Like, I just need my R&B. I need to chill out. That helps me focus, and it helps me feel so ready and so prepared. And at this point in the practice, I think people started showing up, so I cut it off. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!